Hello students, welcome in your SST class with me Shraddha Shukla. I know you all are enjoying at home, but please don't forget to follow the safety rules. Okay students, today we are going to discuss about the landforms on the earth. Okay, so there are four major landforms on the earth. First, mountains. Second, plateaus. Third, plains, and the fourth one is deserts. Students, as you have seen in your daily life that the land somewhere it is very dry and somewhere it is very grassy. So the land is not same everywhere. Okay, some parts as it is as you can see it on your screen, some parts are higher, some are rough, others are flat. There are elevations and slopes. Okay, now there are three major landforms: mountains, plateaus, and plains. Desert is additional fourth major landform. Okay, now let's discuss about the mountains. Students, mountains is a huge mass of land which rises much above the general level of surrounding area. As it is written here, land which rises above the general level. Okay, so they are very high from the ground level. Okay, now its uppermost point is called the peak. This point is called the peak. Okay, this is the peak of the mountain. Everywhere this is the peak of the mountain. Okay, now Mount Everest is the highest peak above the sea level in the world. Mount Everest, as it is written here, it is the highest peak above the sea level. It is measured from the sea level. Okay, not from the ground level or the seabed level. Okay, now mountains are generally arranged in a chain called range. See, you can see here, this is a chain. The first one, the second one, the third one is here, and the fourth one, the fifth one, the sixth one. Okay, in this way they are arranged in a chain. So basically this chain is known as the mountain range. Okay, Himalayas are the world's highest mountain range. Okay, next is valley. Students, valley is a lowland found between two mountains. We have just discussed about the mountains. Now we are going to discuss about valley. Valley is a lowland found between two mountains. Okay, in the diagram you can see here, this is the first mountain and this is the second mountain. Okay, now valley is this area. Okay, so this area, the area between two mountains is known as valley. For example, in India, the Kashmir Valley. Okay, rivers rising from the mountains flow through these valleys, so they are also known as river valleys. As you can see, a river is flowing here. See, so that is why this area was also known as river valley. Okay, now let's discuss about plateau. Students, plateaus are highlands. As you can see, this is the normal ground level. Sorry, I'll show you. This is the normal ground level. Okay, and this is the height of plateau. Okay, so these are the highlands. They are higher than the normal level. Okay, and flat surface on the top, as it is written here. See, broad and flat on the top. See, this surface is flat. Okay, and you can easily see they are appearing like a table. They seem to be like a table, and that is why they are also known as the tablelands. They are also known as the tablelands. Okay, now they rise abruptly above the surrounding place. A plateau may have steep slopes. As you can see here, it is a slope. Okay, here also it is a slope, so it can be on one side or on both sides. Okay, the plateau of Tibet to the north of the Himalayas is the highest plateau in the world. Okay, now let's discuss about the plains where we live, where North Indians live. Okay, the low-lying flat surface with very gentle slopes. Here the gentle slopes or no slopes. Okay, so the low-lying flat surfaces. Please note down this this thing. Low-lying flat surfaces. Okay, with very gentle slopes are called plains. Most of the plains are formed by the deposits of silt and sediments brought by the rivers. Okay, the rivers bring with themselves some silts or sediments, some mud. Okay, and that is why this the land in the plains is really fertile, very fertile. Okay, For example, the northern plains of India are formed by the river Ganga and its tributaries. Okay, and this region is very fertile and it is famous for its agriculture. Okay, now let's discuss about deserts. Students, desert is a dry land, you all know about it. Okay, desert is a dry land covered with sand, rocks or stones, usually with sands. Okay, which receives less rainfall. That is why it is dry, very dry and very hot. Okay, it receives less rainfall and it is covered with sand. Okay, the Thar desert is found in northwestern part of India. This is an example for desert, Thar desert. Okay, deserts are usually very hot and dry. As I told you earlier, deserts receive very less rainfall, that is why they are very hot and dry. But some of the deserts are cold deserts, such as the Ladakh. Ladakh is a cold desert. Okay, now the hills of these the hills of sand is called sand dunes. Okay, here in the diagram you can see there are so many hills. Okay, these are called as sand dunes. Okay, these are called sand dunes. Please remember, Ladakh is a cold desert. Okay, now let's discuss about peninsula. Okay, this is a very beautiful landform of the earth. A peninsula is a landmass surrounded by water on three sides. Please note down, surrounded by water on three sides, and on one side it is connected to a landmass. Okay, on one side it is connected to a landmass, but on three sides it is surrounded by water. In the diagram you can see here, on this side it is surrounded by water, here it is surrounded by water, from this side also it is surrounded by water, but from here it is connected by a landmass. Okay, the southern part of India is a peninsula surrounded by Arabian Sea in the west, Bay of Bengal in the east, and Indian Ocean in the south. Okay, that is why the southern part of India is also known as the peninsular region of India or the peninsula of India. Okay, now the last one is the island. Students, this is the most beautiful landform because it is surrounded by water on all sides. Okay, an island is a piece of land surrounded by water on all sides. Surrounded by water on all sides. Okay, India has two groups of islands, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. They are in the Bay of Bengal. Please note down the names. Andaman and Nicobar in the Bay of Bengal are the islands, group of islands in India. Okay, Lakshadweep is a group of islands. They are located in Arabian Sea. These are the examples of islands. Okay, Lakshadweep, Andaman and Nicobar. Okay, so this is your chapter, the landforms on the earth. Okay, students, your homework would be provided to you through WhatsApp. Till then, please stay home, stay safe. Thank you.